Back, everybody, to Let's Play 35 plus years of Advanced Squad Leader. It's a Monday, so hello, Rob.
Hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Today we are still fighting on the in Norway. This time it is scenario FT-48 from Le Francais on the Swedish border. Uh, Probably going to prove to be rather interesting. Just at least at first glance, it is a strange looking scenario. Um, but yeah, thankfully not as bewildering as another one we looked at privately last week. Um, so this scenario, a couple things to point out here. There's at least one long SSR, which is unfortunate. I think that kind of kills some scenarios in my mind, just because people see a giant block of text and then they instantly turn off from it. Um, this scenario features, like I said, the Norwegians versus the Germans. In this scenario, the Allies have an ELR of 2, which is bad. So hopefully they don't ever break. Um, but on the flip side, they do have a Santa 4, which is really nice. Germans have a mixed bag of troops. They have some Marine troops that unfortunately are ELR 2, and then they have some mountain slash ski guys. Now, a thing to point out in this scenario is that the Norwegians all set up hip, even if they're in non-concealment terrain, just as long as they're not on the railroad, which takes up a sizable portion of the map, anyways, or one area, anyways. And they have to be within 4 hexes of S4. This coincides with the victory condition, so I'll just say it right now, just makes more sense here. German player wins if at game end they control all buildings in the Norwegian setup area. So O6, P4, Q4, P2, R5, S6, S4, U5, and W3, W4. It's a lot of buildings in a short amount of time, but hopefully I'll be able to muscle my way in there. A few other things to mention here. So EC is wet, deep snow is in effect, which means there's a extra half movement factor cost to all movement. At least if you're not going into a building or woods hex. Pawns are frozen and they're considered open ground at level -1. So, you can go, you're technically going downhill from Q2 to R1. Um, Railway road is at ground level and is plowed. So I guess they mean what is that? S or not ST6, something like that. Um, can't be entered via ski mode, which whatever. All buildings ground level only, which is going to be at least a little important. And the big one for the Germans. They have troops that cannot recombine until turn 3. They have other set of troops that can enter either on turn 2 or on turn 3. If they enter on turn 2, it is between DD5 and Y10. If they enter on turn 3, it is between DD5 and T10, so on the railroad itself. German player can divide his troops. They just have to have a minimum of 3 squads, 1 leader, and 1 LMG on each in one of the or in both groups. So no matter what, you can't not have people come in on turn 3. Also, the German elite personnel have a -1 in close combat, so they're better there. The Marine troops cannot use skis, and they won't transfer the MMG to a non-Marine unit. And lastly, Sangars represent fortifications dug in the snow and are revealed according to E1.16. Now, E1.16 is, I believe, the night rules.
Yes.
So, one of those situations where I believe they don't get revealed until you either shoot from them or I stumble upon them.
I believe that is what they're trying to tell us.
Yeah, fortifications. So all fortifications counters set up hidden at night regardless of terrain and remain hidden until their protective TEM is used. a non-dummy enemy unit enters that location or the location that contains it, um, or extra movement factors, movement points are used to enter exit the LOS or in the LOS of a good order enemy unit. So normally, what that means or why that's special is that normally if you're in a pillbox, you have to pay 1 to get out of the pillbox and then 2 to leave that hex. If you're not in LOS of a good order enemy unit, you can just leave without paying the extra 1, which is pretty cool. Anyways, that's me having blabbed for a little bit. So what do you say we get into the game here? 5.5 turns. Might be a bloodbath. Oh, I think last thing I want to point out. In this scenario, the Norwegians start with prisoners. So presumably, we'll have to pay attention to that, whether or not they die, if I shoot the unit that's holding them, or if the unit that's holding them breaks or splits, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. So, without further ado, no weather change. I don't think we can get anything like falling snow, so nothing really to worry about. I don't have any rally phase actions.
Sniper, you have nobody on the board, so I can just stick it anywhere, right?
Yeah, if there's nobody on the board, you can stick it anywhere. I think I will put it. You know what? I'm gonna put it X5. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll hit the front guys first, and then I won't have to worry too much about breaking into buildings.
You'll hit my sniper.
Well, so that raises an interesting question that I'm sure won't come up, or at least, now that I'm jinxing ourselves, I hope doesn't come up. I'm not sure if everybody is hidden. I think the sniper is the only eligible target. So, I guess something for you to worry about if you ever roll a 2, but I don't think that's going to happen anyways. Yeah.
You know me too well. I don't roll tools.
Well,
11s and 9s.
it's like the ironic thing is that in shooting, even if you rolled a 2, you would reveal a unit, so then the sniper would target them. I don't think there's a way. I think outside of a radio contact attempt, I don't think there's a way for you to generate like a task check or other check that could lead to a sniper. Maybe minefields, but then the unit's not hidden. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to stop a hidden unit or for a hidden unit to reveal themselves, and sniper and all that. Yeah. Rally phase. Is anything on your end, Rob?
No, sir.
All right. No prep, so we'll go straight to movement. As you can imagine, everybody's going to CX, so I'll just add the counters afterwards because there's already the skis on them. So the skis are all 1 portage point. I am not wearing the skis. 1, because I'm dumb, and 2, because whatever. We'll just play it by ear. So it's 1.5, 3. Man, 6 really hurts, doesn't it? 4.5, 6. Next gang is gonna CX. They're gonna bypass, so 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6, 7.5. Next stack, CX. I guess technically I can do 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. Next guy, bypass 1.5, bypass 3, 4.5, 6. I'm not sure if I did not mark them CX'd. Next up, 1.5, 3.5, 5. Pretty sure that's what that amounts to, and then the other guy will do the same and end up in the same hex. Just gonna delete this and that. There you go. Okay. Pretty sure that's all my move. Any defensive?
Nope.
What? All right. No advance fire phase, no routes. Advances. BB5 will go to AA5. BB3 will go to AA3. CC4 will go into CC3. AA8 will go into Z7. And I guess the other guys will go into AA8. No CC. We go to Norwegian turn 1. Also, I guess it's for anybody who's curious. It is going to be important to note that both sides technically have ski troops. I have fewer of them, but if I do, I am allowed to assault move and advance into open ground and not lose concealment. So that's something to keep in mind.
Yes, the little known winter camouflage provision of being ski troops.
Your turn, my friend.
Yep, okay, rally phase.
Weather?
I don't have any. Wind change.
Oh, almost got gusts. Not that it would ever help, but I got no rally phase stuff.
Okay. Have no prep.
Movement?
No movement.
What?
Defensive fire.
I could take shots, but I'll skip it. I'll let you go to advancing fire phase.
I don't have any of that either.
What? All right. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm gonna take that off. Do this. There we go. Advances then.
Yep, we're good.
I don't know what to believe anymore. Sometimes scenario designs like this make you wonder why they bother with the first turn of movement, but who knows?
Yeah, it could have been a 5-turn scenario and you start 6 hexes closer.
Yeah, exactly. Or even 4 hexes or whatever, because of deep snow and all that. But,
Yeah.
well, I'm allowed to get on the road. So the big question here is if I want to bring anybody in through there and how many units. I think it's fair to say that I won't do that. Yeah, I don't know if that's the sensible thing. So we're gonna try and be sensible here, as sensible as I can think of, anyways. Okay, so you go there. On this. Okay, so there's stack 1. Come on. Really? Why does it do that? That's annoying. Stacking with concealments is annoying. I'm just going to put it out there. There. Alright, I had to do it manually. Those guys there. Am I respecting the rule? Yes. Okay, cool. I just have to toss that on this and there. Cool. Okay, so that's my reinforcement setup. I don't think I rolled for weather. Oh, alright. Nothing special for weather. No rally phase stuff. Prep fire, none. Movement. In the movement phase, I'm going to lose CX on some guys. Yeah, wow, we really can't do too much. Okay. CC3 will go into BB3 and then AA4. Or sorry, no, he'll go into AA3 for 3.5. Um,
3.5. Okay.
we'll have a some may call it a sacrificial lamb. Others will disagree. Normal move into Z6 for 2,
Z6 for 2. Okay.
and then into Y6 normal move for 4.
Y6. Okay.
No revelations. All right, cool. I will take it. Next stack in AA8, we'll go to AA7, and then Z6 for 4. Presumably, there's no shots on AA7. The
Do you
stack,
have auto reveal fortifications set?
I don't believe I do. Nothing's revealed yet. I'll check my preferences just in case, but um,
You know, one of us does. It's not revealing them, but I have been getting pop-ups like every time you move anything.
oh yeah, I don't know how. Where is that?
I don't know. That's what I was asking. I don't know.
Server vassal. I apparently have it on. It says auto reveal hip fortifications vassal restart required is checked, but maybe that's all it does is it pings you and says like, hey, you should reveal it or whatever. But tell you what, I'm going
But it,
to.
it gives me free line of sight checks, which is why I was
Oh yeah, so
throwing some
that's
comments. Yeah.
that's probably why. I'm gonna try and apologies for any of the viewers right now for it being very zoomed in. I'm gonna try and not cheese it by zooming in and going all the way to the right, so I don't see anything on the map really. Um, so AA5 is going to go into AA4 and then Z3 for 4 total.
Okay.
No shots. Okay. Well, I don't know if I necessarily want to go too crazy here. Um, the stack in AA3 that has not moved will spend 1.5 to get into Z2.
Okay.
3.5 into Y2.
Okay.
And then they will stay there. Oops. And then off map guys. We'll do bottom stack first. They'll declare CX. 1.5, 3 bypass for 4.5, 6 into BB5, and then 8 into AA5.
Okay.
Next stack declares CX. 1.5, 3, 4.5. Oh right. 4.5, 6 bypass, and then 8 into AA4. Almost forgot about bypassing existing. 1.5 into DD6, 3 bypass 4.5. I don't think you can do much better in this one. And then 6.5 to AA6. And I think that's all of my movement. So defensive fire, if there's any.
Nope.
None. All right. Advanced fire phase. I don't think I'll have any. I'm gonna zoom out again so it makes a little bit more sense here. Yeah, I really don't think there's anything valuable for me to shoot. Routes. None. Advances. We're gonna try and go crazy here. Y6 into X5. Z6 is going to split. These guys retain their concealment. The remaining guy in Z6 goes to Y6. Stack in AA6 will go to Z6. Z3 will go to Y4, remain concealed. AA3 will go to Z2, remain concealed. Stack in Y2 will go to X2. And then both AA4 and AA5 will go Z3, Z4. And that is it for turn 2. My movement. Turn 2 Norwegians.
Okay. Moving. Nope.
Who could have known? Who could have possibly expected no weather change?
Anybody's conceit. Anybody's conceit.
I mean, you could have revealed some guys to, you know,
Yeah,
reveal, but
I'm,
it was not to, so I made it as easy as possible for you.
that's right. No prep fire.
No prep fire. All right. Movement?
Done.
Damn. Defensive. Wow, that's a interesting question. That building is probably stacked with people. No, I don't think I'm gonna have any defensive. Advancing fire phase.
No, I'll skip that too. Very excited.
You know, it's one of that's what happens when you have scenarios where everybody's hip. It's like, well, why would you? Of course, you're not gonna, you know, ruin your chances, or whatever. Any routes? Any voluntary breaks? Maybe.
None of the above.
Yeah. Advances?
Nada.
Oh, it's really? I was at least expecting maybe an early CC or something. All right, so turn 3, my final group can come in. You can't be hip on the railroad, so I should be fine setting those guys there. My overstack? No. Okay, cool. We'll do weather. No change. So far, our rolls have been impeccable for weather.
That's right. Well, we're getting all these 10s out of the way.
That's beat me to the joke. All right, no rally phase actions. I am going to opportunity fire 2 stacks, just in case. I always forget. I never opportunity fire. Does that remove their concealment right away? Such placement removes any if they're in LOS 16 hexes of a good order enemy ground unit. But if you're hip, I don't know if I'll see.
I think I'd have to pop up, right? To strip your concealment?
See, I don't know, because either way it seems sketchy. Like, it seems like a very cheap way to say it, to, you know, oh well, do you prevent the concealment loss type thing? So I'm just gonna reveal them anyways, just because, like I said, I think it's way too cheap to kind of, if that's a valid cheesing attempt there. So those 2 stacks are gonna opportunity fire. That'll be it for prep fire actions. I'm going to have the unit in Y4 is going to drop their skis because there's no point. 1.5 into X3, normal move.
Normal move into X3.
Yep.
All right. Well, we gotta do something about that.
No. 8 down 2, I believe, because I don't,
Two.
yeah, I don't think there's
I don't
any
think
other
ground snow
modifiers.
doesn't do anything, right? Just if it was snowing, right?
Uh,
Eight
the
down two.
the only thing I can think of, it's a morale check of some sort. Might be a 2 check. There's a 5 on 8, yeah? It's probably a 2 check.
8 is
2 check, so they're
just snuck into
pinned.
the two check. Yep.
They are pinned. Yeah, so Deep Snow would prevent HE attacks. Or not prevent, but they would reduce them so they'd have them. Um, so I think mortars are quartered in Deep Snow, but that's the only thing that really happens.
Hmm.
All right, so that guy's revealed, which is nice. I'm going to ignore him then. Stack in X5 is going to go to W6. They'll drop their skis. I'm pretty sure they have to get revealed when they get to W6 anyways. So
Yeah. Okay.
any shots on W6?
Nope.
Okay. Gets to V5 for 3 total.
V5 3.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Rats.
The action's heating up. Four residual there. Let's not forget. We'll take another 8 minus 2.
8 minus 1 because
8 minus
it's
1.
yeah. Nice. Well, still one check, okay. They are elite. And that was an 8. So they will battle harden, which I'm pretty sure they can't, so they will become fanatic.
Okay.
Very interesting. Okay.
When my fire is effective, it's not effective.
Now, technically, they are spending 1.5, right? So fractions rounded up in these instances, in case that influences any decisions.
It influences no decisions.
Okay, just making sure.
You will maintain the opportunity to shoot somebody else who gets too close.
Well, they can only shoot adjacent, so I'm not too worried. Unit in X2 is going to assault move into W3 after
Are not
dropping
going to
their
do any
skis.
such thing.
No shots, no nothing into W3?
No, they can't move in there. They got to bounce.
Oh, all right. Well, they'll get revealed.
Yeah, I gotta undo 300 more notifications about the fortifications that you won't see. We will, I suppose, shoot you.
Sounds good. Now, I think it's just a -1 because both hexes, the one that they left and the one that they entered, are non-open ground. But it's
and that's not a triple shot. That's just point blank, right?
oh, I forgot. So it's only triple point blank fire if it's bypass. And I assault moved, so it's a +1 actually.
So 8 up 1.
Or at least I'm pretty sure. Yeah, roll it and we'll double check because
I think it's going to be a 2 check no matter what.
Okay, well it doesn't matter.
You're being annoying again. I just
Yeah, I'm kind of annoyed myself at these good rolls. Like it's nice to get them, but you know, I kind of
I haven't missed yet, and nothing has happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's bugging me because I know. Hmm. I don't know where to look for it is the problem, because colloquially we know it is bouncing, but I I don't know where it is in the rules of if you enter an occupied location when you
Right,
get.
like do you get shot entering, or is it an illegal move? So you move back, and then I shoot you in your source hex. I think I remember that.
It's
But
always the source hex that I know for sure, but I don't know if you assault move and you get bounced, does it remove assault move? That's the big question I have. It might not. Either way, I'm just gonna leave it as is, just because I I would probably be spending like an hour trying to figure out where exactly it is, because that's like the one thing that's not like there's no keyword for it that I commonly use, so I always forget about it. The unit that didn't move in X2 is going to assault move to W2, and hopefully there's nobody in there after they drop their skis, of course.
I'm sorry, I got 100 pop-ups in the way.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. So I went to W2 as an
Gotcha.
assault
Okay,
move.
so you went there.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. I first fired and rolled a good roll and nothing happened. Will final fire at you
Okay. So
or
it's
flat?
uh 2 up 1 because they're concealed and you're
Oh, they're
subsequent.
concealed. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm
The
assault
assault
move.
move. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
So it's a 2 up 1. If in case that changes, well, anyways.
They missed. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think it would get revealed if I did that. So maybe the unit in Z2 will go to Z1 for 1.5, and then Y1 for 3. I don't think anybody sees them, so stays concealed.
Um.
Because I don't
Yeah.
I can't imagine Z1 being visible, and I don't think that the line of sight works from W3 to Y1.
Yeah. I concur, sir.
Okay. I am going to try my luck here, as much as it might be a bad idea. Um, Y6 is going to drop their skis. They will go into X5 for 1.5.
X5 for 1.5.
Mm.
X5 for 1.5. Okay.
And then they will continue to W5 for 3 total.
W5. 3. Those guys are marked off fire, so they're not coming in. All right. Will final from W4?
Okay? So 4
Yeah.
down 1, I think.
Okay.
Ouch. Pretty sure that'll kill
Well,
him no matter what. Didn't get sand. Yeah, because they would have double cowered. So
it's a
and
double cow.
you were at 4, so there won't be any residual. But double cower, it'll be a 1 down 2 or 1 down 1. So unless 1-on-1 isn't, it's a K1. Yeah, okay, they're dead no matter what.
Okay.
Cool. Next guys drop their skis. I'll take off the concealment because it doesn't matter. They'll get to X6 for 1.5, and then into W6 for 3 if there's no shots.
W6 for 3. Okay.
No shots. All right. All right. Dang, I can't. I almost. That's a shame. Well, I am going to have my group that's coming in from off board. One of them will declare CX and go on to T10, which, what would the SSR say for it again? They are railroads ground level and it is plowed. So it's just 1, or is it 1.5? Because it's plowed road.
I think plowed road, you're not going to have to play the 1/2 per hex side. Let's take a look.
Okay, let me see.
Snow.
Plowed. For purposes, open ground includes all unpaved. They're on plowed. Yeah. During ground snow, all infantry must expend 1 extra unless using elevation change. Yeah, blah. Infantry cavalry movement. So in deep snow, you pay the extra. Exception if entering woods, building, rubble, or crossing a plowed road hexside. Yeah, so I just pay
Road hex side.
the
Yeah.
1. And then if there's no shots, 2 into T9.
Sorry, I gotta erase 40 pop-ups
Oh,
again.
yeah,
Okay.
no worries. 3 into T8.
Erasing 40 pop-ups. Okay.
4 into T7.
Erasing 40 pop-ups. Okay.
And S7 for 5.5.
F7 for 5.5.
Mm-hmm. Gotta make you want it.
Well, all right.
Okay, well, I sussed out that, which is really nice.
So we will shoot. Gonna place a fire lane on the altered hex grain, but we'll get to that.
And place a fire lane.
So let's see. What do we got?
What can you even fire lane at?
12
I
down,
guess this?
12 down 4?
Looks like it.
Okay.
I guess technically they are unconcealed. 4 on 12, was it? 3 morale check. Alright, baby. I'm just gonna divine a 2. Damn. They will ELR and break. But joke's on you, they're not CX anymore.
So this altered hex grain, does that make sense? So here, 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 here.
There, yeah. Cool. Well, they are first fired, so I'm not really worried about anything from them anymore. Okay. I will move the remaining stack T10 for 1. I don't know who could see them, so you'd have to...
Frags are a hindrance or a line of sight blocker?
I want to say they're just hindrance. Let me see what the terrain says here. Drag. Hindrance. But it's a full hex hindrance.
Right, so if that's just a hindrance, then this guy can see them pretty clearly, right?
I don't know. Might have to string it. Yeah, you can see them. So if there's no shots, they'll continue. Into S10 for 2.5.
10 for 2.5. It's kind of juicy. Let's see. That's kind of juicy. Can you see it? That's the question. That's the question. All right, continue, please.
And then no guts, no glory. S9 for 4.5.
Okay.
And that's where that movement will end. Okay, I guess I have to do that. And then the stack in Z6 will assault move to Y6. Also, I think
1,000 pop-ups.
I lose those guys. I know lose CX because they didn't CX this turn. I think the other guys lose CX too. Where is opportunity fire? Yeah, do you lose your CX after opportunity fire or before opportunity fire?
Oh,
Because I thought I remember seeing it in
the advanced sequence of play, right? That would be.
maybe. I'm not sure how that would. I'm gonna see if I can counter exhaustion here. Does it say no? Thank you. Why? A unit CX counter is removed if the unit breaks or its next platoon as soon as it has... Oh, as soon as it, uh, colon, has completed all of its prep fire or is designated as an opportunity fire. So when you designate, you lose CX, which
Okay.
A4.51, in case you're looking for it, that's, I get it, but that always feels strange to me. Yeah, so those guys lost CX. I don't know my moves. Defensive.
Right, defensive, I guess. Let's see. Here in what, U5-ish
Mm-hmm.
final. The invincible morale check passing pain in the ass next to us. So 4.
Just 4
4 flat.
flat, yeah. It's outside pin test check.
Good.
Oh, no, is that pin test? Nah. No, it's not a pin test check. 8 is
I
not.
think it just misses.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I always... 8 always messes me with 4. I don't know why.
And I guess a good stack. No machine gun. And we'll shoot a 4 down 2 at your broken guy.
Wow, rude, okay. They're conscripts.
It's rude but necessary.
They're conscripts.
7 on the 4 looks like a nothing burger.
It'd be a pin test check, which they can't take. Did I miss any? Oh, no, I did not miss a sand. Okay. Any other shots?
I guess that's good.
Don't you want to get rid of all those announcements, all the tedious... Wouldn't it feel so good to just get rid of,
Yeah, would, but not as good as not insta-losing the scenario by letting you drop kill stacks 5 hexes away from me and just eliminate my whole army.
Well, I tried. Advanced fire phase. What do we got here?
Uh-oh, here it comes.
But don't have to do the opportunity fire guys first, which is nice. I don't really think there's much I can really do outside of those guys anyways. Yeah. I'm going to reveal the stack in Y6. They are all going to target your 9-2 and squad. I forgot that was a stone building. For some reason, I had it in my head that they were all wooden. So they're firing at half firepower, but they've got the range, so it's not halved twice. And the leader will provide a -1. Actually, you know what? That's I forgot I'm on the hex screen. That doesn't make any sense to make that shot. So whatever. I said it anyways, but that was a bad shot. On the other hand, I'm gonna do my crisscross applesauce here. So Z4 against W3. It is a 12 firepower up 2. 12 on 12, which I'm pretty sure is nothing. And then the other group is going to take a shot at W4. So Z3 to W4. That is going to be a 14 flat. All right. I will only roll 10s for the meantime. Pin test check on that guy.
Pin chest check on the green boys. Okay.
He's pinned. How does that make you feel?
Insta-pin? Yes.
How does that make you feel, Rob? He's pinned. Ha 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 ha.
Well, considering your guys adjacent to me are also pinned, it reminds me a great deal of the famous Monty Python scene, we fart in your general direction.
That's right, that's right. Well, I think that's it for advancing fire phase. Unless I want to try a 2-up 2, but is there any... If My guys don't
No, my
cower.
sniper finger is feeling itchy.
Yeah, but it's a 4. I'm not gonna roll a 4. That would be silly. I would roll a 2 and not suffer any penalties. I will do a 2 of 2. Ah, dang. It is a pin test check.
Vintage check on the 457.
On a 457. Ooh.
I
Ooh.
predictably fail every roll. We fail every roll.
That is a...
Sniper? Sniper!
Okay.
No.
Okay. That was dumb, and we'll see how that punishes me later. Route phase, the Broken Marine conscript squad are going to route back to S9. I think that's it for Broken Guys. Advances. In the advance phase. Does it make more sense to have him here? I'll say yes, even though that might be a bad idea. So the stack in S9 is going to split into two groups, so R8 and S8. The Fnatic half squad in V5 is going to go into CC, because why not? I'm going to try and create some problems here. So W6 to V5. X2 will jump into W3, and so will W2.
Okay. We'll delete 8,000 notifications.
The stack in Z3, that guy will just unpin. Yeah, you know what? Why not? We'll try. Into Y3, Z4 will go into Y5. And the ski guys will get into X1. I think that's all my moves. Is that worthwhile? Yeah, we'll try this. I think we'll try this. Okay. Close combat. We'll do the U5 one first. We'll see what that leads to. So there is ambush chance. You have a +1 for being pinned. So I will get an ambush. Unless they're not considered stealthy or anything, right? There's nothing in the... No, I don't see anything that says they are.
No SSRs, I didn't see.
Yeah, I was just checking. Okay, so I do get an ambush. I'm at a 1 to 2, and I have 2 minuses. I have 1 for SSR and 1 for ambush. So 6, not enough. One to 1, nothing. All right. And then over in W3, same idea. Okay, I can't imagine.
Yeah, you're just doing what you do. I'm doing what I do.
Okay.
So it's always the same.
I have to reveal the leader just to show that he exists. So it's a 3 to 4. So it'll be 1 to 2. That guy wasn't pinned, right? No.
No.
So it's 1 to 2, down 3. 1 for ambush, 1 for leader, 1 for elite. He will be dead. The leader will regain his concealment, but the half squad is unconcealed. And that is my turn 3.
Yeah.
It's getting feisty here.
Yeah. Getting interesting. More interesting. Interesting. Okay. Wind chain. Come on, snow. Oh.
Damn.
I wasted a sniper.
Wasted a sniper. So a single die, 5 or 6 will give us wind. Otherwise, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
No. Okay.
The mechanical rooster on one of the farmhouses turns slightly.
Slightly turns, made a squeaking noise, scared the crap out of somebody. Okay. What do we got here? Let's see. Rally phase, I got nothing. You just kill them. You know, you don't break them.
I did not get conscripts back. Darn. My plans. My plans.
Alright. Prep fire. Prep fire. It's gonna be interesting.
Hmm.
Prep fire. Gonna be interesting. Do we want to prep fire, or do we just want to try to bug out?
Bug out.
Bug
Bug
out.
out.
We really don't get shot by too many guys, so he probably doesn't want to shoot. I mean, we do have, so you'll have a four flat against him if he bugs out. Versus what? Like your whole army shooting him, so he has no chance of surviving defensive fire.
Well,
No.
you never know.
I mean, he's literally your only target, so I'm not sure that shooting him has a good return on investment. Now, let's see.
Oh, the green guy in W4? Yeah, no, he'll die somehow.
He wants out. Alright, so my leader, what does he want to do? You could try to pluck your medium machine gunner.
You wouldn't.
Not the worst. Not the worst idea.
You wouldn't dare.
We can bail with the leader, not giving you the juicy target that you desire. You know you desire. I did nothing for 3 turns. Put fire to the air.
Okay. So it's a 6 down 1.
He's down 1. Come on, guys.
6 on 6. It's a 1 check. He breaks.
Yeah, see? Now I don't feel too stupid. That's it for prep fire. Movement phase.
That's it for prep. Wow. Okay.
Assault move.
I will take the shot. I will reveal the leader. It'll be, I think, a 4 flat. Pin test check.
Pin check.
Ah,
What?
dang.
I didn't fail? Impossible.
Should have rolled a 2. You should have rolled a 2. No heat of battle, and I get a sniper.
It's it for movement, defensive fire.
That's all your movement. All right. Defensive fire phase. I'm gonna try a 7 up 3. Cowers, unfortunately. But it is a pin test check on the 9-2 and all that.
Leader is good. Squad is good.
Dang. And sniper.
Oh, I get a sniper. Yay, me.
Potentially. Damn.
Ah! Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. Direction and distance.
You're gonna hit a 2-4-8 and X3.
Let's see. Yeah, he's in the open, right?
Yeah. Well, that avoided. I will fire group Y5 and Y6 against S6. So it's a +5 overall because I don't get any minuses. But it is 24 up 5. 11 on 24 is a 1 check. All right.
Real. All right, leader.
Okay. Well,
Yep.
not as great. Unless you go berserk.
That would suck.
It would suck. I shouldn't ask
Do
for
you
that.
speed a battle, or do I finish the morale check first?
I think my best recollection is you do heat a battle first because if you battle harden, it affects the next rolls, and the same thing with Berserk. Um,
Right. Okay.
but
So
I will check to see.
the battle
Um,
coming in.
Plus allied minor, you might actually. That might actually be Berserk. Shouldn't wish for that. Um, so undergo non-Italian.
So
Broken
it's
units.
elite, right?
He is elite, so he gets a -1, and then he is allied minor, which is maybe a +2. I forget what the number is.
Yeah. So -1 plus 2 is a net +1, so that's an 8. So he battle hardens.
Oh, all right. Uh, Creation, background hardening, leader consequences. Yeah, I didn't see it
The
say.
other guy still has to take the 1 check, right?
Yeah, no matter what, he has to take the morale check, but
He's
yeah, he's completely fine.
Those guys are brutal. Though. We got to get out of their line of sight pretty quick. It's no fun. Then.
Where is? It's probably one of the various Q&As. I'd have to, whatever. I don't think it's that important right now, anyways. Since everybody passed their stuff, sniper. Yeah. I will subsequent, or final, I guess. W3 to V3. It's a 2 flat. No. I don't think I have anything else to do. Advancing fire phase.
I guess this guy shoot at this guy. More than likely cower or activate your sniper. Or do something counterproductive. So 4 up 1.
4 up 2.
4 up 2. Sorry. 5 on the 4.
I'm 4-1 check.
Up.
Pass and pass.
That's my sand. Yeah.
Yeah. Rolls your sand a lot. Yeah.
So let's see. Advancing up 10. That's it.
That is it.
Route phase. I don't have any.
None whatsoever. Any advances?
Advances. That's a better question. Advances. Let's see. Over there. We love our stone building. We hate letting you shoot at my guys and my leader. Pick a target.
Sounds good. I can do that.
Okay, that's it for advances.
That's it for advances.
Oh wait, we could have jumped you, right? But we're wax, and we're just gonna get ambushed again. That's stupid. Okay, that's it for advances. Sorry, I just had a really stupid thought flash through my mind.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, it's still like, yeah, it's not really the greatest option, because you'd be, unless you ambushed me, which is highly unlikely. I could attempt prisoners and get a -4.
Yeah,
something like that. So
something ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, probably not worth it.
We do have a melee ongoing, right?
There is one ongoing melee. That is correct. I'm still at 1-2, down 1.
We're at 2 to 1. Why are you still down 1?
Because my guy's elite. All my elite guys are at -1.
Oh, that's right. Scenario special. Right,
Yeah, from the SSR.
All right.
Dang.
2 to 1.
I will see my guy die.
I also dead?
No, I was one off.
Oh, you missed. Okay.
Yeah.
firepower in the face, so I wouldn't want to be him.
I think that's. Oh, I did forget to route. Sorry. The
Oh,
guy in X3 just goes to Y3 because there's -2. There's no reason not to go there.
makes sense. Makes sense.
But otherwise, that's all that changed. I would have kept the. I'm keeping the guy with the MMG there, anyways.
Yep. And let's see, none of us could grow concealment, so I think that's
Well, we have
that.
gusts.
Oh, gusts.
Yay! Oh, does that might cause drift?
Oh, and deep snow.
Drifts
That wind.
occur or by SSR if drifts are specified. Blah blah blah. A drift is also created in 1 hex of each map board at the start of any rally phase, in which prior to the wind change die roll, heavy winds, gusts were in force in combination with ground or deep snow. So, not this turn. Or not my player turn. It'd be on your turn. A drift would occur, I believe.
Randomly drawing a drift counter.
Yeah, and then there's like whatever board it would.
Coordinate number 5 of the hex row listed on that counter, and making a random to determine the hex where it will be permanently placed.
Yeah, and then because there's no wind, it's a random direction. There's a lot of shenanigans that could potentially happen, but we'll see. That was my roll for weather. I will try my self rally in S8. I will not get it. I will then try S9. I will not get it, and I will try Y whatever. The -3, I will get my half squad back.
Gross.
But that is it for that. Prep fire phase is a very good question. Not sure if I have a prep fire phase, if I'm being honest. Nope. I desperately need movement. I don't quite know how you really get this as far as like P2 and survive as the Germans in this scenario, I'll be honest, but
You've done nothing but move, and yeah, it just seems like balanced scenarios in Norway are difficult to find. Maybe. Well,
yeah,
we'll see. Yeah,
so
you could just dice your way right through.
yeah, I mean, I think I'll have more to say after, obviously, but I guess I'm very curious as to the Roar. Actually, you know what? Not that many people have played this on Roar, anyways. So yeah, I'm kind of curious as to how this really would work out. Either way, movement phase. So I need to be gutsy, so we're going to be gutsy. V5 goes to U6, normal move for 1.5.
Boing. You bounce out of there, sir.
Dang. Oh, is there not a snow Sanger?
The snow sanger. You found the first one.
But is there not a snow color Sanger? I thought there was one.
Oh, I didn't know there was such a thing.
Ice Sanger. There you go.
Did you create an ice sanger?
Yeah, it's in the Fortify first page on the bottom middle.
Where did it go?
Oh, unless you don't. Do you not see the Ice Sanger on top of your guys?
I see nothing. No.
All right. Well, I guess
Is it-
that's a
oh,
custom.
Is it hit?
No, it must be like a third-party piece, and you don't have the plugin. I don't know.
Oh,
I have
don't
no
have
clue which one it would be. So here's your Sanger back.
Okay.
I have far too many custom plugins at this point.
Right. All right. So I guess we'll shoot you
That's rude. I don't think you have to.
and plays a fire lane because that seems rude.
Yeah, but where the heck are you laying in a fire
All
lane?
right. So 12 flat.
If you're shooting, yep.
You don't
Is it? No, it'd be
soul.
done one, yeah.
Yeah, 12 done.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Erase that guy. And place R. So we do fire lane. We will go. Which way do we go? So it'd be. I guess we should go here.
Oh, just put a one on.
I just spread them out. Okay.
Yeah, it's just easier that way. Because unless you're doing a straight line, like I find that
Yeah, it's irritating.
well, it's more that I forget if I saw it somewhere. I could swear there was a fire lane that had the alternating hex grain, but I can't find it for the life of me. Like you know how you can get all manner of star shell overlay and all that sort of stuff,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I got
no one's created an alternate hex grain for residual, which I don't understand that for fire lane. You'd think that would be top of the line somewhere, but anyways.
interesting. Yeah.
All right, so that guy got dusted, which is unfortunate.
I got vaporized. That was fun.
I'm going to have X1. The unit will drop their skis. They'll lose concealment eventually, anyways. They'll go to W2 for 2.
W2 for 2, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how? 8 flat?
Sounds about right. Normal. Yeah, he's fine. Well, now that those guys are there, I'm going to continue to W3 for 4.
W3 for 4 on continuation.
Yeah.
Okay, you're fine.
All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know how I can possibly, because you have 9 squads. There's 5 shown. I don't know how I could possibly. I have to get every building, right? Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was. I mean, pre-game we didn't really chit chat, but I was, this one and this one
they're
are
tough
far
asks.
from
Yeah.
there,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Even if you enter on T10, like you still, it's not a lot of time, so it's big. Feels like a very big ask. Um,
And considering you just got to keep taking hip squats popping up in your face.
yeah, yeah. I think that's the other thing too. Is like everybody setting up hip means you can't really, like you need to be aggressive, but being aggressive means that everybody's going to die, and you need the leaders to help move because of the deep snow costing you move space, right? So
Yeah.
it feels, I don't know. I'm curious as to how the Germans have gotten more wins in this is really what it comes down to. I'm gonna have the leader and half squad go to V3 for, I believe that's 2. Normal move.
We gotta do what we gotta do. So 8 flat.
I believe so. I'm pretty sure Crag is a +1 TM.
Oh, we keep double cowering. Or is that a 457? No, that's conscript.
Yeah, it's conscript. Double cowers, still K2. Random selection, squad bite or half squad bites it, so that doesn't matter anymore, anyways. Wound check. All right, well, sniper. Yeah, all right. Well, I really don't know what else to do in this scenario.
Yeah, I mean, it's like if I got to set up a normal amount of hip, like one stack with any support weapons in SMC or two stacks.
Hmm.
But the whole army being hip, I'm not sure how the Germans win this in 5.5 turns, considering it takes you 2 turns to move to contact.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like I said, I'm confused by this one. And unfortunately there has not been a lot of plays of it, so it's very hard to determine how other people have looked at this scenario or played this scenario. So, um I am going to at this point I kind of have to risk everything. So, stack in Y3 will go into X3 for 1.5.
Okay?
And then into W4 for 3.5.
Okay?
If there are no shots, the leader and half squad will continue to V4 for 5.5.
Well, we do what we gotta do. Looks like an 8-2.
It's probably 8 down 2, yeah. 6 on 8, probably 1 check. So it's a 1 check for the squad, but it's down 2 for the leader, so he's fine. He's not pinned, at least. So barely surviving, but I'll take it.
So we should probably final there, because snow gives me the second movement point, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We'll have 4 down 2. 7 on 4.
Normal? No, sorry, right. Pin test check. They are both fine.
Okay. At least we
All right.
to put some residual if you reinforce.
Not likely. Well, yeah, not necessarily likely, I guess I should say. Stacking Y5 goes to X4 for 1.5.
Okay.
3 into W5.
Okay.
4.5 into V5.
4.5 into V5.
Yep.
So that's a 1 flat for the residual.
I think so, yeah. Pin test check, I think. Leader, squad. They're all fine.
And then this will fire.
Now, if he shoots, he cancels his fire lane, right?
Oh yeah, if he shoots, he can shoot without canceling the fire lane.
But if he includes the LMG, he cancels it.
If he includes the LMG, the fire lane goes bye-bye. So
Okay.
we'll just shoot the squad for a 4 flat.
Down 1.
We're down 1.
4 and 4. I think it's a 1 check.
Sounds like a 1 check.
1 squad breaks, 2 snipers.
1 squad breaks, 2 sniper activation checks. Nothing.
Anything else?
That's it for there.
Okay. Gonna declare CX with the other stack. Into X6 for 1.5.
X6 for 1. Okay.
W7 for 3.
W7 for 3. Okay.
V7 for 4.5.
Z7 for 4. That's an interesting proposition. Z7 for 4. There's one thing which cancels the open.
Into U7 for 6.5.
6.5 into U7. Okay.
And then they will split. Leader and a squad will go into T6 for 8.
Okay. Well, I had a feeling you were coming.
Gotta do anything I can here.
I think that's a 12 down 2.
Sounds about right. Okay, the first time that happens tonight, so I will take some pleasure in that.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Cowards to 8. It's still a down 2. Miss. And they are finaled. So I get to continue being a little aggressive here. Any other shots?
No shots. No shots. These guys will FPF.
Okay.
6 down 2.
K2. Random selection. They both take it. Leader is wounded. Anything else?
No, not there.
Okay.
K2, did the squad pass the morale check?
Yep. And sniper.
That's the morale check.
I've rolled so many 4s today.
You rolled 6 4s. Wow.
Yeah. Crazy.
I've only activated once, so on the number, odds wise.
Any other shots on them?
Not at that guy, no.
Okay. Lastly, R8 to R7 for 1.5.
On 8, R7 for 1.5. Okay.
R6 for 3.
6 for 3. That's going to attract some unwanted attention.
Yeah, I figured there'd be guys there.
8 down 4.
Gotta be. What was it? With 2 morale check? Yeah, they break. Or no, they pin. Wow. That's impressive. I think the only other thing I can do is I'll just assault move a leader from S9 to S8. Just yeah, I could have moved in the advanced phase, but
we're gonna final though.
oh sure, yeah.
Because I might as well take advantage of the extra down 2. So 4 down 4.
Sure.
5 on the 4 smells like a 1 check.
They're fine.
You can't break these clowns won't break.
Well, if it's any consolation, you know, the same goes for your guys.
Well, they haven't taken any shots really yet.
Wow, that's not true. It took a 11 on 24.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
At least a couple shots. But that's it for movement. So defensive.
Okay. I think everybody's final. Oh no, we got some guys up top that can do something, I guess. This guy.
Sure.
I guess he'll take a 4 up 2 there.
Okay. 6 on 4, normal. He's fine. Somehow. I will admit, I kind of wish some of my morale checks were IFT rolls.
Yes. If you swap those, this would be a different game. I wouldn't have any guys left.
Maybe, yeah. Probably right. which I think just makes
All
the
right.
case worse. Like, how if you weren't, if I was not rolling average 5.27 on morale checks, which is probably lower now, how do you
Right.
how do you successfully win this as a German? It's a very good question. All right, no more defensive. Advanced firing phase. Um,
You gotta have some.
is it worth some of this? Not really, because stone building. I really hate when I'm starting to really detest scenarios that give you stone buildings and nothing to break through stone buildings. Like I get the reason why they exist and stuff, but man, it's just so unpleasant. Um, I'm gonna have T6 and U7 both shoot at your guy in the Sanger in U6. It's
Okay.
a +2 overall, I believe, because the CX and Sanger leader won't provide anything because he's a 7-0. So it's a 10, 10 up 2. 10 on 10 is pretty sure is nothing. Maybe a pin test check, but I don't know,
Sounds
whatever.
like a pin check, right? Let's see.
Uh, might be one off.
Oh,
No,
oh,
it
it's one
is.
of those CTC checks. What does that mean?
If he's unconcealed, he takes a pin test check. So I guess he does take a pin check, and yeah,
But
all
if I
right.
have to take a pin check, I'm gonna fail. You know that.
He's pinned, I guess. It's not really the greatest thing in the world here. Uh, I'm going to attempt an encircling shot against the same guy from V5, because why not? So it's a 8 up 1. 6 on 8 is a 1 check. And his
So
morale's
one
now.
encircled is a 2 check, right?
It's still a 1 check, it's just that his morale goes down by 1.
His morale.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so he breaks anyways. Oh, he ELRs, which is, I guess, is nice. Um,
An 8 on. Yeah.
because it'd be a 1 check, right? And his morale is 6. And ELR's 2. I will attempt a 2 flat from V4 to U5. No. Okay. And then I might as well do W3 and W4 against your guys in V2. The stack in W4 is just providing 7. W3 is just 2. So it's a 9 up 2, I believe. 1 for hindrance, 1 for TM. Doesn't matter. And that is it for Advanced Fire Phase routes. The guy in U6, I believe, would become prisoner because he's surrounded. We got to do.
Surrender or be eliminated.
Yeah, if we do mine first, my guy goes to W6, goes to X5, and then we'll say Y5. He makes it there because of interdiction is prevented. The guy in U6, do I refuse prisoner? Out of spite, I'm going to refuse prisoner and kill him. Prisoner's not going to help me out anyways. I need to take buildings, and yeah, just don't know. It's one less place to try and advance into, I guess. Speaking of advances, yeah, this one. Okay, we're gonna try and gum up the field works here. So, I don't know if I can go do both. I forget, so I'm just gonna go. So the guys in U7 will split into T6, T7. The guys that were in T6 will go into S6 for some close combat. Everybody's gonna jump into U5 because why not? And then for shenanigans, W3 will go into V2. See if I can make something out of that. And the stack that is there in W4. You know what? I'm going to split them and put them W3. And I think that's it for advances. CC, let's do S6 first. I have a +1 on my roll, and I believe that's it for ambush.
Ambush.
Yeah, I don't think there's...
6.
Wounded does not do anything. I am a 1 to 2 up 1. If it wasn't for the freaking up 1. It's 1 to 1, down 1. They're dead. What a shitty... V2, there's no ambush, so it's just, for me, it's just a 1 to 2. Alright, cool.
My CC rolls have been pretty gross.
Yeah, well, I mean, at some point it has to turn around. I don't think I've gotten... I think I've only had one successful CC roll, despite, like, minuses and everything. Oh, shoot. I didn't count the -1 over here. It'd be a casualty reduction on your guy. Because it was a +1 for them being CX'd. So I went to 5, and then down 1 for... Sorry. The other result didn't matter. U5 ambush. I have a -2. I don't think my elites are stealthy or anything. So, all right, no ambush. It is a 3 to 1 for me, down 2. I needed that -2 to beyond any reasonable doubt. That's kind of crazy.
Who are your leaders stacked with?
I guess I should have. Sorry, I had them stacked like this. So one of the leaders was with a 468, and the 9-2 was with the 248, which I should have stacked them differently, but whatever.
Yeah. We'll take the leader in the half squad, 1 to 1.
Sure.
I miss the guy.
Well, I've got 2 of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 of the 8 buildings. I'm making progress. That is it for my turn 4. Take off pins. Weather, and then we do drift.
Okay, so weather.
Okay.
And then drift.
So drift. Need a drift counter. Do you have the chit generator plugin? The one, the A to GG?
I think I do, yeah.
If you do, press it once, and it'll give us the hex that the drift is supposed to be in, or starts in.
W.
W5. So it starts in W5. Then it's like sniper. So
right, direction and distance, right?
Correct.
So we go direction 6, 1 hex.
So it goes to V4, and then because there's no wind, I believe we have to random the direction. So roll a single die, and we'll use the sniper to determine the hex side. 2.
So direction 2.
So there is a drift between V4 and W4. It doesn't affect anything in this.
And it blocks line of sight like a wall, right?
Yeah, so it's line of sight like a wall, and then it takes a lot of movement to get over it and stuff. I think it's the same, because I think you can cross a roadblock. Same idea. You have to spend all your movement points or whatever.
Got it, okay.
So, yeah. And now that exists there permanently. It will never move, but that is it for drift.
For weather, okay. I do have a repair on my light machine gun.
Okay.
We'll just put that up in the sin bin.
I will lose DM on my guy in the back. I will not be able to rally the conscripts, and I will attempt for the machine gun guys And I will get it by the skin of my teeth. And that's Rally Face.
Oh, oh. That was an unpleasant dialogue, wasn't it? Alright, I guess prep fire. We'll take this shot here.
4 flat?
I will want the leader. So yeah, from here we'll take the 4 flat.
Okay.
Ooh, excuse me.
Bless you.
One,
I think it's a 1 check, so they're broken.
1 check. Okay. So you got the immediate back, so you got an 8 shot coming back. Coming back, you got an 8 shot into him. That's kind of bad. Do this or do we not want to do this? That's the question. That is the question. We're kind of getting outflanked here. That makes sense to just fall back to the final countdown. We have a safe way to do that, though, with 9-2 cutting off the world there. Alright, he will shoot at them. 41.
Sounds good.
Okay. And normal. Ooh. To survive the gauntlet of death. That's not helping me. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta hope for a lot. That's all I can say.
I guess I'll take the 8 up 2 there. Pounds, that's a miss.
Yeah, double cower.
Alright, that's it for prep fire.
Sounds good. Movement.
Movement phase. Salt and move.
You're there?
Yeah. That's it.
Sounds good. Let's see what kind of hell I can raise here. We'll W3 to your prep-fired guide in V2. That's a 14 up 1. 6 on 14 is 2 morale check. Wow, Wonder Boy's there. LMG did get rate of fire. 6 up 1. No, all right. Stack with the 9-2 is going to shoot at your 9-2. Or, sorry, 10-2. It is a 10 firepower flat. Normal morale check.
I don't usually do well with those. Leader and squad.
Man.
No? Alright.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. T6, T7, and S8 are all going to shoot at the guy in S6. So, it's what? 8, 12, plus 9, 21, up 4. 15 on 24 is a nothing.
scenario was hard enough without that action.
Yeah. W4. I mean, I guess I'll do a 7-up 2. No, doesn't matter. Advanced fire phase.
Advanced fire phase. What do we got? With the goobers. Who do we want to shoot at? What are you guys in the street? Too flat?
Sure.
2 sounds like a something.
It's just Bintash check. He's fine.
That was all the marbles, right? Fit for dancing fire.
I think that's it, yeah. Routes. There's none on your end, and I have one that becomes potentially becomes a prisoner.
Yeah, we're not taking any prisoners. So
Oh, alright.
We're gonna follow your lead with the never mind action.
Sounds good. Advance.
Advance phase. What do you want to do in advance? What do we need to do in the advance phase? We'll go there. We'll go there. You can't really prep for that. Really prep for that. Alright. I think that's it.
Sounds good. German turn 5. Weather, no change. Rallies. I'm gonna try and self-rally the guy in the back. Didn't get it. I don't think you have any rally stuff. Prep fire. Just gonna move these guys here. So I'm gonna shoot with the 2 full squads and the 9-2 leader against your 10-2 stack. So it's an 8 flat. 1 check.
One check. Leader. It's good. Squad with the leader pins. That was a 1 check, right?
Yeah. The MMG guy is going to attempt a 9-up 2. No, doesn't matter. No rate of fire on that thing at all. Don't know what to do. Movement phase. In the movement phase, the unit in W3 is going to assault move to V2.
Assault movement? Okay, he's fine.
Other unit in W4 will assault move to V3.
Okay.
Unit in T7 is going to lose their CX. Same thing with T6. The unit in T6 is going to assault move to T5.
Assault move to T5, you say. Half squad will take the
4 down 1.
4 down 1.
Sounds good.
Fire number 4.
Yeah, I think it's over at this point.
Oh, Jesus, you rolled another 12.
Yeah, I don't really know. I can make a couple other moves, but I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna try and break through what most likely has like 1 or 2 squads in P2. T7 normal moves S7 for 1.5.
S7 for 1.5.
Yep.
Alright, we might as well final this thing down. 2 down 2. Nothing.
To R6 for 3 total.
Right, so that's 4 down 4. 6 on the 4, normal.
Passes.
Pass it. And we can look. We can take one more pot shot at him. There's one more guys moving over there. Are the guys moving over there? Still got that. Oh, they mostly prepped. Alright, so we'll take the second movement point. So halved, halved, and doubled. So a 2 down 4.
Sounds good.
3 on the 2. Oh, sorry, I hit the button the second time.
7-5 normal. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know how I can. I have to grab 06 as well because it's 4 hexes from S4. I don't understand how. I don't understand how the Germans have had this.
This is, and I mean, just for the sake of what's actually going on. These aren't empty.
Yeah. I knew P2 was going to have at least a squad because that would be insane to not have a unit there. Unless you had it in Q4 and then, you hope you get lucky and prevent the first moves and then you'd run them into P2 afterwards. But I just...
And then, last, I had an 8-0 just hiding in rally position in the middle. That was a massive move.
Yeah, I mean, it's just... I don't understand, like... The fact that the Norwegians get a 9-2... on defense with hip, kind of insane. Like I don't know. It just seems to me like it's a lot of strange decisions with the choice of actions here in this scenario.
If you guys started on Hex Row Z, better.
Yeah, but I mean, ultimately the problem.
The same, I mean, it's still unbalanced, but it wouldn't be as horrible, maybe. Or maybe instead of the alternate deployment zone being the railroad, maybe if it was like P10 or even like I10, like the far road. Who knows?
Yeah, like I think
Or
maybe
no, yeah, that's
I10 maybe because like you get road bonus or whatever. But I just don't like. I don't understand the point of the crags. Like, what? Why? It's. I guess it comes down to like you're giving the defensive side all of the good terrain to slowly drag through. And if the attacker can't get any good IFT rolls when it matters the most, then it doesn't matter. I don't understand. Like I said, I don't understand the 9-2. A 9-2 on defense hip, like when having to go through stone buildings and stuff, and you don't have Panzerfaust or a gun or a tank or anything. It's just maddening. I like, especially with deep snow. It's okay. I get 2 shots at -4. All right. Well, fuck. Like I'm just going to get whacked no matter what. Like I don't. I don't understand. I don't understand why that's a choice.
And the Norwegians have the interior lines, so all the residual counts and fire lanes count.
Yeah, like I'm not too worried about fire lane just because it's still just LMGs, so I can't.
That's true. Yeah, it's one firepower.
I think it would matter more if your units, if everybody with LMGs was set up like closer to each other, because in this instance, you can do a fire lane, but the most you can get out to is S4, right? If you could set up, if the Germans could come in on I10, like there's something there, blah blah blah. But otherwise, like there's just nothing Like I just don't think it's valuable.
Yeah,
I mean
yeah, I agree.
the Germans have, what is it, 14 squads to 9, which isn't, it's not exactly, well, it's 1.5 to 1, which I don't think is enough for everybody to be hip. It's
Right, right.
I don't see how the balance for this for the Norwegians is add a 4-5-7 squad, and the Germans is add one game turn. So the Norwegians get another round of shooting as well, which I don't. Eh.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not sure how useful that balance provision is
Because I don't think it
with
harms the Norwegians at all.
right with everything hip, right? I mean, you don't know that I left this building empty,
Yeah,
so these hip guys are going to get -2 shots when you try to get in there.
yeah. Like it really all it came down to is like, okay, well, I have to face check where somebody exists, so I might as well run. I have to make these moves because I only have one more turn. So yeah, I think I got unlucky with not having really good CC rolls, which really hurt. Um, what were my CC rolls? I think I averaged, yeah, averaged a 7, well, 6.83, but I needed fives and less, and I mostly rolled nines and eights, so
Yeah,
not really what
yeah,
I
my
needed.
FT wasn't great. My rolls have to be fairly disgusting.
I mean, task checks, you were pitting a lot, so there was that, but outside of that, the other is very skewed because you activated your sniper only once. I thought it at least twice, but obviously
Only
I'm wrong.
once in 9 attempts, I think.
6, but still, I didn't activate my sniper at all, which was disappointing. I think if I could have, like, I think if my sniper had activated and killed your 9-2, or if you didn't get a heat of battle on him specifically, entire scenario changes, right? Um,
Right.
I think that's where I really could have taken hold of things, because killing him, then the squad he's with has to morale check no matter what, because nobody else has that morale check or that morale level. So I was hoping for quite a bit. Um, yeah, I don't, I just don't see how. Like the problem with the scenario is twofold in that I don't understand why Germans would get skis, and thus have winter camo, because they can't put that in effect. Because no matter what, you're hip, so it doesn't matter. Like I still have to bump into your guys and lose concealment. Uh, and
Right, and there's no elevated ground where like you can make a ski assault with the extra movement, right?
yeah, like at most it's on the pawns, but there's no pawns on my side, like outside of AA10 BB9. So it's like, well, I don't. There's no movement for me to gain. Um, yeah, like even if the other thing too is like, even if the 248s, which I never recombined, but I don't think it matters. Even if I use their skis to get a lot of movement, again the problem persists of wherever I move doesn't get me into any of the objective buildings, whereas you can start in all of the objective buildings. So
Right.
no matter what, like, okay, I can ski somewhere and then wait 2 turns to recombine. Like, is that worth it? Not at all. So I don't know. I maybe actually I was about to say I could try smoke, but I don't think deep snow lets you try infantry smoke, right?
Right. Or is it just it'll be elite? No, you might be right. Let me see.
Let's see if I can find anything for this here. Uh,
Deep snow, not ground snow. Deep snow.
Smoke. The only smoke that can exist during mud and or deep snow is that entirely placed inside a building or emanating from a blaze. Yeah. So there's not
Yeah.
even a chance of trying to smoke or do anything with infantry. So there's just there's no tools. There's just no tools for the Germans outside of walking directly into into painful shots from the Norwegians.
Right, and you don't even. I mean, you only had the one covered approach up here,
Yeah, but you know,
but that's also the long way around. So it's not like it's great.
I mean, I don't think there's no short way around really. The only
Yeah,
short way really is X6 and Y7, or I guess the road, but you can't use the skis on the road anyways, or at least not on the plowed road, which I guess technically those roads aren't plowed. Whatever, you know, you're either going you're either going up a road and getting shot at, or you go through X6 Y7 and you get shot at. I
right.
The fact that the crags exist, I think, is really the thing that bugs me the most about this scenario. And then the next thing that bugs me is the skis, because you can't give them to the next group. They have to come in with the first, and you can't pick up stuff if you don't bring it in on board. And then if you drop it, you still have to put it on, and does it get you anywhere? No.
Yeah.
It's very strange scenario. I'd be very curious as to know how the Germans have won this 7-3, because I don't get it. Clearly,
7-3 Germans.
yeah. I like maybe some of these are double reports because Roar and then archive. At least one of these archive results is imported from Roar, so that might,
Hmm.
maybe that's skewing the results. But ultimately, like, I think the only way for the Norwegians to lose this one is being unlucky, period. I think it's
Yeah,
just,
yeah. I think they have to get diced into the ground
yeah. Because
for the Germans even to get like a turn six assault chance at winning. Yeah.
yeah, because like you said, P2, like that building is a hard ask to begin, to begin with. And then,
Yeah, if we just count it, right, from your closest spot is here, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22.
well, the
So,
railroad is plowed. So
oh, right,
so
right. So you could,
technically, you could probably get into this hangar or into S5 in a turn, but it's not about distance at that point. You're in the heart of the Norwegian defense.
right, and that's
So,
the point I was going to make is if it's three full turns of movement right through the heart of the defenses. I mean, how many turns do you really have
yeah,
to get
exactly.
there? Right.
So, so yeah. I mean, if anything, I'm glad I played as the Germans on this one. I would have felt bad taking the Norwegians and having another pummeling against your Germans there, especially after last time.
Right. If I took the losing side of a fairly unbalanced scenario three in a row, I might have felt bad about myself.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have appreciated it, but yeah, no, I'm surprised about this. Surprised that this scenario, like playtesting, did they not see
Yeah.
what went wrong?
Maybe not everybody should be hit.
Something to consider. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna see if I'm gonna go to their website, because sometimes they
Or
have
maybe there's
errata.
scenario errata out there somewhere in the world.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if there's any errata here, because I know most of the time, like, the Scenario Archive is really good at getting errata published, but or brought over or whatever. But no, I don't see any. I don't see any whatsoever. There's one for Scenario FT-47, but unfortunately that is one off from what we played. So yeah. Anyways, that'll be it for tonight. Thank you for watching, everybody, and hope to see you on Saturday. Not sure. I forget what I picked with Rutan, but otherwise, or anyways, I should say, we're getting that much closer to Battle of France and shenanigans on the actual on the mainland European continent. So until then, bye.